want to explain to you the causes of cancers, the causes of autoimmune diseases and diabetes. When you go to a typical conventional medical doctor who's only been taught the pharmaceutical way of treating patients, like the way I was taught, they cannot explain to you the causes. They only treat the symptoms with medicines that really harm your body instead of getting at the cause. And the typical laboratory tests that I used to offer to patients does not reveal what's really happening in the cells. But through the progression of more modern techniques in functional medicine, they have specialized laboratories that do the typical standard tests, but now they're offering deeper analyses of the cells. And with the use of that, plus epigenetic factors, and analyzing what's going on from a functional integrative medicine perspective, we're able to get at the actual causes of certain diseases. So I'm going to explain to you now the basics. In our lives, we have nutrition and fitness to keep us in good balance versus the stress and toxins that we have to get rid of in our life. But through misinformation from food companies, drug companies, officials, and the mass media, we struggle to remain healthy and balanced in our lives. How can we achieve balance in our life? How can we keep ourselves healthy? Why are diseases increasing despite medical advancements and so much money spent on drug development? For example, 1 in 3 get cancer. Well, the way we cook our vegetables has something to do with it. Vegetables contain the antioxidants and minerals and vitamins that we desperately need for our cells. But through many, many decades of constantly overcooking the vegetables, these vitamins are temperature sensitive. So basically, when we cook them, we basically kill all the vitamins of the vegetables that we eat. So we're basically eating dead food. Add to that a high meat diet, which increases an acidic body, where bacteria and viruses and cancer cells love to grow in. Again, it really puts stress on our cells and prevents them from repairing themselves. Add to that processed foods, frankenfoods, fast foods, ready-made foods filled with all kinds of GMOs and preservatives, all the things that our bodies and our cells do not need at all. But out of convenience or economics, we put these in our bodies and our cells are further stressed. Add to that the fact that we don't drink enough water, but clean water, because water contains hormones, contains antibiotics from farm runoff and sanitation system runoff, as well as growth hormones from farm runoff and pesticides, which are petrochemical based. Then we have alcohol to make it even worse. So again, these factors stress our cells and prevent them from repairing themselves. Then we are basically drowning in toxins from every facet of our life. On the top left, we have electromagnetic radiation from cell phone towers. We're basically drowning in radio waves, basically in a microwave. And our bodies are basically being exposed like we're in a microwave oven. Not to the same intensity, but a slow progression. Then you have psychological trauma from coworkers, from bad parenting, from traumatic events, and toxic friends. Uncontrolled stress increases cortisol in the green bubble. Cortisol prevents our bodies from repairing themselves. Higher and higher cortisols on a daily level prevents our bodies from repairing themselves, because cortisol is a fight or flight hormone. It's activated in times of stress where You might be avoiding an accident, for example. It's a fight or flight hormone. It only is designed to be secreted temporarily in a short term. But long-term daily secretions of cortisol through stressors is not healthy. It prevents our cells from repairing themselves. And then on the black bubble, you have the chemicals. For example, folks, fluoride and amalgam from the dentist is really toxic. It affects our hormone levels. In fact, they did a 12-year study in Mexico with children, and they saw that fluoridated water actually decreased their IQ and affected their pubertal growth. Contaminated waters and oceans, another toxin to our cells. Processed foods, dead foods, GMOs, contaminated foods, all affect our being. Bad water quality, like I said. Household cleaners, solvents, garden chemicals, sprays and fertilizers, all are bad because our cells do not need petrochemicals, but they need nature-based ingredients that are healthy. Home building materials, they off-gas their petrochemical-based preservatives and dyes and preservatives. They gas off, so you're basically cooking inside the home. It's actually healthier to be outside than to be in most homes and buildings. Mobile phone radiation and Wi-Fi radiation, as well as natural radiation. Personal hygiene products like perfumes and lotions, toothpaste, aftershaves, and shampoos, they're made with petrochemicals like parabens, all bad for our cells and causes stress in our cells, thus preventing them from repairing themselves. Again, stress increases cortisol. Stress from jobs, relationships, families, stress of not being healthy, past traumas, corrupt government officials affecting our daily living, and the mass media telling misinformation and fake news. All lead to stress. The power of our mind is so powerful, it's underestimated. The placebo effect, when somebody is given a fake pill, has miraculous effects. People actually do heal because they thought that the pill was real, when in actuality it was their brain, their mind, that helped them to heal. Acid reflux is a result of stress from psychological stressors. Cortisol effects. Meditation and yoga helps to heal and decrease cortisol levels. The oxytocin effect by hugging somebody you love, hugging a pet, your dog or your cat, increases oxytocin. It's the love hormone, basically. It produces breast milk in women. Epigenetic factors must be taken into account so that you can begin to heal your body. Physical fitness is so important. It strengthens your immune system. It strengthens your heart. It produces good hormones like serotonin and epinephrine in your brain, making you feel good. It promotes gut health by decreasing acid stomach levels, and promotes lung health, and it promotes strength in your muscles. Why are cancer rates, autoimmune diseases, diabetes, autism, heart attacks, strokes, multiple sclerosis, migraines, fibromyalgia, infertility, rheumatoid arthritis, thyroid problems like thyroid Hashimoto's, obesity, and Alzheimer's? Why are they skyrocketing, especially in the Western states like America and the UK, despite a never-ending supply of newly developed drugs? Because the drug companies are only interested in highly profitable, petrochemical-based, patentable chemicals. Because, like big tobacco used to do, they just want a never-ending supply of customers, constantly sick people, customers, who will fuel their money machine. Medicine development only focuses on symptoms and not the cause. Just to hide the cause and only deal with the symptoms is no good. And these are all petrochemical based, so our bodies, our immune systems do not like it at all. So you have bad side effects from them. It affects our immune system. And it promotes more inflammation and cell damage, and causes tumors, cysts, and allergies because our immune system is basically attacking our own cells. Sad to say, but doctors are only licensed drug reps and medical device sales reps. like I'm a doctor. Med schools are heavily supported by Big Pharma. Medical school curriculums are Big Pharma sponsored. We get no training in epigenetics. We get no training in nutrition. We get no training in physical fitness. We got no training in food quality or food preparation. And we got no training in natural cures. Functional medicine, the primary focus is actually finding the cause. And it analyzes each person's unique epigenetic factors. So we basically analyze your lifestyle, your eating habits, the foods that you buy, how you handle stress, what your job is like, etc. Deeper scanning lab tests check for microbiome health, hormonal health, vitamin content, antioxidant, inflammatory markers, food allergy analysis, bacterial dysbiosis, analysis of parasites, fungi, viruses, and most importantly is to analyze the leaky gut, because our gut is actually protecting us from the external environment. But with leaky gut, toxins are allowed to come into our inner being. It only uses nature-made solutions to rebalance the microbiome, because petrochemical-based medicines actually promote the growth of bad bacteria and parasites. So we only use natural solutions derived from plants, herbs, and roots. It only uses nature-made solutions to remove pathogens. It emphasizes the whole foods preparation, and it emphasizes changes in eating habits. It emphasizes natural detox protocols to help clean out our cells, and uses natural supplements and supplement education. On the left are things that we should be putting into our cells, but we're not putting it enough because of our lowering diversity in our foods that we eat. On the right are things that we should eliminate from our cells to keep it healthy. When people get cancer, it took decades upon decades before cancer set in. It was trying to repair itself from all the insults that it was given on a daily basis. But finally, after decades, it grows tired. And so it eventually forms a primitive cell that grows uncontrollably without or devoid of its natural function, whether it be a heart cell, a lung cell, a liver cell. They no longer possess the function. That's what a cancer cell is. It's basically just a cell overproducing without function and just taking up space and robbing your nutrients from your body. On the left and right are the chemical toxins that we should avoid. It's a big list. And so this basically tells us the importance of going back to nature. Nature is best. It has the best solution, as evidenced by many cultures who still live off the land, and their illnesses and diseases are very low compared to our so-called modern world. So yeah, it's very important we get rid of these toxins in our life. And again, we are severely disbalanced, overwhelmed with toxins and stressors. And our fitness is not enough, and our nutrition is not enough to overcome this disbalance. In functional medicine, we establish balance again through increasing the fitness, increasing the mind and body spirit, and increasing the nutrition, at the same time detoxing the cells. These are the books that I highly, highly recommend educate yourself with. The Longevity Paradox by Stephen Gundry, MD. The Plant Paradox by Stephen Gundry. The Metabolic Approach to Cancer by Dr. Nasha Winters. What the Fuck Should I Eat by Mark Hyman, MD. And Heal Your Breast Cancer by Dr. Veronique Desaulniers. The Tapping Solution by Nick Ortner to take away stress and to recenter your mindset, as well as Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. All these books will greatly heal your body. Thank you.